Now, I feel like that commercial. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I keep forgetting that. This is my red glowing mic, which once in a while, it just randomly turns itself off. I don't know why. It's got an attitude. And I can't figure that out. So now I'm going to say, can you hear me now? I'll type that out. Hi, Jay. How's everybody doing? I can't do live on Saturday on this venue. So I wanted to come on tonight. You can't hear me yet? All right. Well, it shows that my mic is working. That's weird. It shows that my mic is working. I don't know what to do. Oh, now you hear me? Oh, you're freaking me out. Hello, Jamie. How's everybody doing? So tonight I have these RUNE cards. I'll show you the box because there's always people that are like, oh, I got to buy that. So these are RUNE learning cards. So the blank ones I left in here. So they're like flash cards. So you've got the cards and they have a lot on the back. They tell you everything about the rune. So for those of you who are into runes, we're going to do some runes tonight. I've got my charms. What'd I do with them? Right here. I'll take the lid off. We can pull charms. We can do numbers. Oh, I've got a couple. I got my Fuck It deck. You guys, I have my, well, I'm not, I have my beginning of my website. So you can go to my website, www.melaniefrance.com and buy the Fuck It deck now. You click buy now and you can pay for it. And I'm doing the guidebook, but it's going to be a couple weeks. It's going to take me 2 solid weeks to get the guidebook done if I have enough time. And then it takes another week to get it on YouTube. So be patient on that one. But that's coming. Everybody can hear me. Hi, Quad Pod. So then Rowan Williams gave me a couple of dog tarot things. And these are great for doing pet readings. So I'm going to test these out on pet readings. Hi, Renata. Hi, Pam. What? Everything is going off the floor. And then I've got something new tonight. And this is the nose, and it only answers yes and no questions. And it's a little snotty. It's a little snotty, just to give you a heads up. Snotty nose, okay? So if you want a yes or no question answered and you want the nose, we can do the nose and see what the nose thinks of it. And then I've got this itty bitty, tiny little slippery. Might I tell you, this is the slipperiest tarot deck I've ever owned. It is slippery. It's like they greased it. So you grab it and it slides out. It's already been on the floor 16 times because it just slides. It even slides on its own. Like the wind can blow. Or don't pass air. Don't pass air because it'll be gone. It's very lightweight, super lightweight, little tiny mini cards. So, and this cool little star bag it came in from Rowan. All right, I've got the Dead Person deck, which is steampunk. I've just got a plethora of things to help you with tonight. So, can you please tell my dog to stop breathing like barking like a maniac? Hey, let's ask the nose. Is Jules' dog? Did you see that fly out of my hand? It just nose planted. Is Jules' dog gonna stop barking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good news. All right, so let's get out this dog thing. This is brand new. I haven't really used this yet. And then I'm gonna get the other one out too. We'll just do a test of these for the dogs. Oh wait, is this still in plastic? No, it's in the box. Okay. Oh my God, God, you gotta be a muscle builder, a bodybuilder, just to get the deck out of the box. Takes a little power there. All right. So we're gonna ask the dog cards. Gonna ask the dog cards. Okay. Oh, these are shiny on the side. All right, is Jules' dog going to stop barking like a maniac? You are like the coolest dog on the planet. This dog is like, hey, I want to be out in the sun, and then maybe I want to be in, and then maybe I want to be out, and then maybe I want to be in. But at any rate, the dog's excited. The sun is fire energy. So the dog is excited and it's barking because it's excited about something outside because that dog was outside. Now let's ask this. What is a wiener dog? What is this? Wiener dog? Low rider? I don't know what this one's called. Let me get the name of it. Dash hound. Sorry, I called it a wiener dog. Oh, and one card fell out. The fool. The dog's acting like a fool. Look at that. This is going to be fun, the dog deck. I have never actually purchased any decks like this, so if they wouldn't have been a gift, I don't know that I would have, but now I'm happy as a clam to have these and test them out on dogs. So it's going to be fun. Hi, Danielle. Jamie Nicolai, does my dog Bella want to tell me anything? Oh, that would be a good question for the dog. Are we doing pet readings, Amanda? We're doing anything. You can just say, hit me with a reading, and I will. It doesn't have to be pet. It could be dead people, live people, relationships. We're just all over the board. This is just called Thursday night, whatever the fuck. That's what tonight's called. Whatever the fuck you want to talk about for reading is what we're going to do. So it's seemingly to go on pets because I was displaying my pet decks. So what message does Bella? So we'll use I keep calling it a wiener dog. Dash hound. The dog deck. Let's just call it dog deck. All right, so let's see what message Bella has. Oh, for God's sake, this is cute. Queen of Cups. Like, this dog is begging for something. You know, like if I was to do a message for the dog right now, I'd be like, the water, see the water in the dish? I'd be like, maybe it wants the water dish cleaned or fresh. Maybe it wants fresh water in the water bowl because I'm really focused on that dish and the water. And then I'm going to go to this deck and it wants a biscuit, more than one, probably three. 3 biscuits. I don't know if it needs 3 biscuits. But what the hell? Give it 3 biscuits. I would give it 3 biscuits. And this is my normal deck and a cave for dogs and pets, all kinds of pets. It's strong. The dog feels like it's strong. It's a strong dog. It's feeling strong for some reason. That's funny. All right, so those are all my dog decks. Low rider. Is that what it's called? You're right. It's called low rider. You're right. It is called low rider. All right, let's see what you guys wanted for readings here. MH, hit me with a reader. Oh, we got some up above here. You can ask anything. Yes, you can ask anything about anything. Oh, blue is your favorite color? I love blue. Yes, you can ask anything. Do any of my dogs want to tell me anything? Danielle. All right. Does any of Danielle's dogs want to tell her anything? All right, Danielle. Okay, you guys. I've never used this deck, so you're gonna see my reactions. I'm like, okay, there's a bunch of freaking butts here, dog butts. This is 8 of Wands, and so this is a bunch of dog butts, tails, wagging the tail. So maybe there's a lot of dogs. Maybe you, like one of your dogs, maybe that's like a group of dogs. So that could be your group of dogs getting along, but one of them thinks it's the top dog, right? And one of them wants something to play with, a wheel, a disc, something to fetch. It wants to go outside and fetch some things. So one of your dogs is wanting to play fetch. And the other message is Then you have another dog that's afraid of storms and is asking, are there any storms coming? And I don't know where you live, so I'm just going to tell you that you're safe wherever you are. Storm's not going to hurt you, and let the dog settle down because the dog's like worried about storms. So sometimes dogs don't have like profound things that they want to say, but that is hilarious. MH, hit me with the reading. Okay, we'll start out with a Fuck It deck. What does Michelle need to know tonight from the Fuck It deck? Karma will kick their ass. So somebody from the past that may have wronged you is going to get their ass kicked. And that is the Five of Wands. So that would have been a challenging situation you had from your past. And the people that caused you grief are going to get their asses kicked. And then I'm going to hit you up with a rune card. All right. So I'm just going to shuffle the rune cards. And you got Dagaz. And this is what it looks like on the symbol. Ooh. This is interesting. Enlightenment and change. Reversing of your energy. Balancing forces bring about change. And you're having self-transformation. And here's the key phrases. As different as night and day, dawning of a new day. The caterpillar becomes the butterfly. Opposing sides suddenly come into balance. Changing your point of view. And this is a major life change coming, according to Dagaz. Dagaz. I'm probably pronouncing it. I'm probably mutilating the runes names. Oh, runes God, please forgive me for mutilating your name, because it wasn't on purpose. Your other message here. Ooh, Three of Swords. So there's going to be a delay, or it can be about health worries. So just in case it's health worries, let's bring out my health deck. What does Michelle have to know? I'm not going to give away confidential health information on here. So this is the past. Oh, it's fine. All right. So it's just delays. You're in search of something and you're going to get delayed. So whatever you're trying to move forward on, there's delays on it. So, okay. Woo! That is good news there, because I'd rather have delays than have a health issue any day of the week. Any day of the week. So you guys who are just joining us, go ahead and post your questions. Can be animals, can be dead people, deceased people. Anything that you want to ask. Anything that you want to ask. Victoria. Kelvin. Oh, Kelvin. I always called you Kevin. Have I always known it's Kelvin? I never saw that L until just now. Bingo, the L came out. May we please do a reading on what we need to do for winter solstice coming up? Winter solstice? Where do you live? And are you in Antarctica? The 20th of June is summer solstice. Unless you're in Antarctica. But yes, we can do summer solstice. We can totally do that. Okay, I got to scroll up, you guys, because I see that my cursor just went down to the bottom. So let me start over here. Yes, you can ask anything. Pam McGinley, any message from my brother, Buddy? Hey, Buddy. What do you need to tell Pam tonight? Brother Buddy, what do you need to tell Pam Peterson McGinley? Wow, we keep getting the Hermit, stalked by the Hermit. He's trying to shine the light on a situation for you to get better understanding. So there's a situation where you're getting on top of it, and he's just shining a light on there. He's shining the light for you to get a better understanding. And also he's guiding you to some books. Like there's some important books. There's books here. And also this is a brother and sister on the card. There's a brother and sister on the card. And he's just sending you brotherly love and sisterly love. And that he has a lot of respect and admiration for you. This is what I'm feeling. And something with a book. He's guiding you to a book. So don't be surprised if a book falls out or a book suddenly comes to you. Because there's something important about reading that you have to do. Renata wants a message for this June. Oh, that's nice. June. Okay, let's use a witchy one. Let's use the witchy one. What does Renata need to know about June? For you guys just coming, I'm doing readings about whatever you want. What does Renata need to know about the month of June? Oh my God, she's on a sandy beach. Don't we all want to be there? We all want to be there. This is like a picnic or a potluck or eating outside. It feels like June. Be careful about sadness creeping up on you, because this is the 5 of Cups. But it is like get outside and there's some event, because there's balloons in the card. There's some kind of celebration, but you don't feel good about it. And maybe it's because you're not sure you can gather in a group. This is very interesting because the balloons are celebrating, but and there's all that good food there, but she doesn't feel happy about it. This is 9 of Swords. Okay, 5 of Cups and 9 of Swords means there's too much worry energy in you right now. See the sun coming in the window? There is something really good coming this summer. So focus on your blessings instead of the things. Focus on what's going right instead of the things that are problems, and you'll change the energy in your life to bring more resilience and good things. Please check video resolution. Oh, fuck you. Why is that popping up on my computer? You guys can see me, right? As long as you can see me, I don't care about the resolution. And I wouldn't know how to fix that anyway. Sorry about that. Something popped up on my screen and I'm like, that's probably a YouTube thing. I'm surprised it says, warning, watch your mouth. You have sailor mouth. Okay, so your month of June. Be cautious for some sadness because you've got a lot of good things coming, but you've got to shift your perspective to positive, creating positive experiences. She wants the whole box of treats. Oh, just give it to her. You only live once, right? Victoria Shootman would like a reading. Okay, let's use my little slippery deck. This one here. And it's coated with something that is Oh, look at that. It's hard to shuffle a little teeny deck. So when I do that, I'm just going to put it out in front of me and pick a card for Victoria. Now, this is a deck. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to read from it. 6 of Swords. Oh, gosh. This it just has such a smooth feeling. And the colors are brilliant. The colors are brilliant in it. Going to bat for someone. You're going to bat for someone. You're going to be sticking up for someone. Sticking up for rights. I'm sticking up for myself. I'm going to verbalize my viewpoint on something. You're going to verbalize how you feel about something, and people are going to listen to you. I mean, it's with conviction. You've got some of the happiest times coming up this summer. So get out in the sun. You're going to feel a sense of freedom. I love this sun card. I don't know what this deck is, but if you guys know what it is, let me know, because I need to buy it in the big form because the colors are outstanding. And so I see a lot of more freedom in your schedule this summer. And the sun is always happiness, doing good things, getting together some projects that you've wanted to complete and getting them completed. And the sun is fire energy. So there's something to get moving on something action-based. Kelvin, what do we have to do for summer solstice, June 20th? What do we have to know about summer solstice? Okay, we'll ask the tarot cards. Summer solstice, what do we have to know about summer solstice, June 20th? Wow, we got some frickin' hard work to do. This is the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, we've got to dig in, be willing to do the work. We have got to do the work. Get a plan. We've got to work together. See how they're working together, not separately, working together to make changes on the physical, because that's a pentacle. And also 5 of Cups. I feel like that just says the energy here is one of despair. So I'm not sure where you're living or if the whole world is in despair, but this is a card to be careful that there's despair energy, like despair and sadness. Some of it's hidden, by the way. People are hiding the sadness. Yeah, you know, I'm going to say with these cards coming up, The Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, along with the Ten of Wands, which is about burdens, but it's spiritual burdens. Some of us who are on a spiritual path, or, light workers, whatever you want to call them, this is going to be some of our darkest times for inspiring people because of the energies on the planet, the riot energies in the United States and probably around the world. There's something going on everywhere. The COVID, we've been hit with the COVID, and then police brutality is coming up. I mean, this is the strangest 2020. You want to know why? Because 2020 about peace, harmony, cooperation, getting along. When that doesn't happen in a 2020 year, you're going to see things like this, big things, because it's bringing us into balance. And even if we don't want to be imbalanced, you won't have a choice. This is 2020 is the year that's going to throw you into chaos until you get into balance. So the summer solstice, I'm going to say 6 is about helping others. So instead of focusing your energy on yourself, the month of June or summer solstice, focus on, what was it, JFK that said, think not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. This is where the thinking is for this summer solstice. How can I help you? How can I help others? How can I clean up the planet? What action can I take to inspire and uplift and bring together peace and balance? And by the way, the individuality piece of this, because it's a great question that he asked. The piece of this is when you bring yourself in balance, the people that are around you, even if they're not aware of it, you will balance them also. So keeping yourself in balance is I'm going to say number 1. Get yourself in balance, and then the others around you will also be in balance. And then be sure to reach out and help those who need to be assisted or helped, or that are coming to you. So that was a good question about summer solstice. I think I should do a summer solstice thing. What do you guys think? All right, if any of you guys are on Melanie's tarot page, I'm going to type it on here. Melanie's tarot page. I'll probably do a summer solstice event on that page. And then don't forget my website if you want the Fuck It deck. And that's the only thing on my webpage is my picture and buy the Fuck It deck, because I'm not done with the website yet. I actually have to learn how to build a website. I have to learn how to program in WordPress, and it's not pretty. But I had some help getting the web page up, so I was really appreciative of that. I wish you could share pics because I would love to see everyone's dogs. Yes, that would be great. I don't know why you can't share pics on here, but I think that would be a nice upgrade for YouTube to do, is be able to show pics. Absolutely. Now, you could put them on my other page, Melanie's Tarot page, and I could throw them on here. But yeah, this is a little limited in that way. Because looking at animal pics, there's nothing funner than that. I think that would be huge fun. Hi, Kirsten. Is Edgar the one I'm supposed to be with? Everything has clicked so well. Kirsten, oh my God, I wish I knew your month and day of birth and Edgar's, because I do a numerology on it. But because I don't, I'm going to grab my relationship deck, which I consider to be one of these two. Morgan Greer or Robin Wood. Those are my relationship decks. I feel drawn to Morgan Greer tonight. So is Edgar the one that Kirsten, I don't know, I don't like the word supposed to be with. I would just say, is it in her highest and best interest to be with Edgar? How about that? Is that in her highest and best interest to be with Edgar? Look at this. It's a fragile new beginning. It's like both of you are treading lightly because you've both come off of, wankiness. And so you're treading lightly, okay? You're treading as a fragile new beginning. That's a page. Oh, wow. So the Hierophant, look at the keys. You're helping each other understand. This is a high-level relationship with the Hierophant. You're helping each other understand aspects of life that you didn't previously figure out. So you're actually offering gifts to each other. You're both giving and you're both receiving. So what does she need to know about having this relationship with Edgar? You guys who are just joining, just go ahead and post your questions. You both fear loss. Like you both fear like, oh my God, what if this ends? What if this doesn't work out? That's your fear, all right? So that's, a normal fear. If you get attached quickly, that can be a normal fear. So right now it's in your hands, the Eight of Wands. It depends on where you go with things. So you can create a really dynamic relationship if you stay high level and practice unconditional love. Let's see what this little teeny weeny slippery deck does. What does this say about your relationship? And then I'll pull a charm. All right. Oh, look at that. How cute. You're the cutest couple on the planet. Do you see that? The two little people. It's like spirit brought you together. Oh, I'm so glad I got the slippery deck. And that's not the real name. I don't know what deck it is. Somebody gave it to me. Let's pull a charm. What is this doing? Oh, those are my numbers. Oh, we got a horse. So I can't hold this up. You just have to know it's a horse charm. I have gardening fingers, so they're, when you're gardening in the dirt. So I don't want to put my fingernails and all that up with all the dirt. So the horse, as long as you don't have power battles, and the horse is about freedom, allowing each other to be who you need to be, this will work. As long as you like I said, that's unconditional love. So that's great. Congratulations to you and Edgar. J Karma, where is my love partner right now? That's a good question. I'm going to actually ask the witches. Where is Jay's love partner right now? Oh my God, tell me it's not a goat. Please tell me you're not going to date a goat. But this is the Page of Pentacles. So there you are waiting. You're waiting by the tree. You're like, I'm all ready. When is this coming? So you're going to have some choices, but you've got to take action. So she's just kind of holding up and waiting for things to happen. And this is action. She picked up the wand. She went out and she created multiple choices of partners for herself. So hi, Lynn Palmer. So that's one of the things that Spirit is saying to you is your partner will come based on the level of action you take to meet that partner. And you will have more than one choice. You will create more than one choice for yourself. Thank you, Michelle. Lynn Palmer, will I purchase a home in 2020? Whoa, 2020. Where's my house purchasing deck? That would be universal weight. Will Lynn Palmer purchase a house in 2020? Is that in her highest and best interest to purchase a house in 2020? Melanie, look at the card. The potential is there, but this is also take your time for the right house. Take your time. But this is all yellow. So there's at least 3 homes that could work out. But I also don't feel like it could be 2020. I feel like it's a little bit beyond that. But I feel good about 2021. I feel much better about 2021 than 2020. But with the 3 of Wands, Lynn, if you run into a house that's like, this is the house, and Spirit opens up that window, it will come through easily. If it doesn't come through easily, not the right house. But it does look like, with all the yellow in that card, they're saying to you, don't give up on a house thing, it's coming. Also, that's a reward for action taken, believe it or not. The 3 of Wands means you've taken steps. So I don't know what you've done, but you've increased your income. You are taking the steps that you need to get the house. And it's like Spirit saying, way to go. Like the little hand clap, except it's a big hand clap for yourself. Be proud. Hi, Victoria. Mickey Bailey, hit me with a reading about Aaron, a guy I'm talking to. Let's ask the little slippery deck, because now I'm in love with this deck. Okay. Why did I kiss my deck? I don't know. It's just weird. Okay. What about Aaron? What does Mickey Bailey have to know about Aaron, a guy she's talking to? Oh, look at the heart. See the heart? I don't know if I need to show you these cards if you really want to see them, but there's a beautiful heart on there. And you are ready for love. You're ready for nurturing. And you want to be nurtured as well as nurture. This relationship's going to have a few challenges. I feel like it's coming from him. I feel like there's going to be a few challenges with things that he's dealt with, Aaron's dealt with in the past, but I think he's going to overcome those. Somebody tell me what this deck is, because I need to buy the big version of it. This is now like one of my favorite decks. So just take this fragilely. Keep the conversation going, and be aware of if there's any red flags, but otherwise, I think this has potential. It's just that it's not going to be perfect, so don't expect it to ever be perfect. What is this card? Yeah. So, just flew out, just in the air. Oh, man, now my computer's doing weird stuff. Why did it do that? All right. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened there. But this is a card about just make sure like that there's no addictions with this person, you know, like addictive behavior or addictions that they have. Make sure there's no deal breakers, and then proceed. Proceed to keep communicating with this person. Yeah, the deceased are better off than the rest of us because they live in a world where they can fish, they can ride horses, they can do everything just by thinking it, they can fly, they can... Who's giving me $5? Oh, thank you. How do I know who did that? Oh my gosh, Renata, thank you so much for the $7.90. Why did I not see these things? It just all of a sudden popped up. Thank you, Danielle. This is so kind, the super chats. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. By the way, my husband through COVID is self-employed, still has no income. So someone told me to email our senator, and I did. And the senator got back in 24 hours, assigned somebody to his case, and said that in 2 weeks he will hear from a claims person. So there's finally looking like he's going to get some income. But who would have thought that to email your senator, and they actually responded? I'm like, oh my God. He's super excited about that. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Kirsten. Okay, now I scrolled all the way to the bottom, so I'll just start from the bottom and work my way up here. So we're going to start with Sean. Any messages from my late husband? Do you have your late husband's first name, Sean? Because that kind of helps me tune into their energy versus everyone else. Is there a message from my dad, Lee? Susie Mathis. Lee. Susie Mathis' dad, Lee. Is there a message from Lee? Oh my gosh. He's up there with the angels. And he sees that you're trying to balance something in your life. Like something's gone off kilter in your life. And he's like, you can do this. He goes, this is taking a little bit of effort, but you're going to bring your life back into balance. He also shows thinking it through. So something that you're trying to get done, he wants you to like think it through, Susie. He's like, think this through. He's also proud of you about something with your body. So I don't know if you're working on your body or something with your body. He's like very proud of you. So I don't know what is going on with that. Like health wise, you know, he's like proud of you for something. He's helping you with something. Yeah, so he sees that you could be going through a difficult time right now, and if he was on the planet, he would just sit down and listen, because he said sometimes having somebody to listen to you is all you need. It's all you need is just somebody to listen. He is a beautiful soul, by the way. He is really wonderful to tap into, and I'm thanking him for coming through for you. I feel like he folded his wallet in a certain way and carried it. Like there's something about his wallet. I don't know. He's just showing me his wallet for some reason. Hello from Mountain View, Arkansas, Contessa. Woo! Arkansas is beautiful. I used to live near Little Rock, in a little tiny place called Camden. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Camden, Arkansas. Loved it down there. But I never went hiking because they had like these pigs that were wild, and I couldn't even imagine getting chased by a wild pig. So like I never went hiking down there. Julie Crisp. I'm working my way from the bottom up, you guys, so I'm not skipping. I just all of a sudden shot down to the bottom. Julie Crisp is, will my marriage be fixed? Well, I'm going to go to Robin Wood for that. It's a little more serious relationship. Is Julie Crisp, can her marriage be fixed? This is a waiting. Like, in other words, the cards might not even know. Yeah. They want you to look at what causes you pain in the marriage. They want you to say, what's the most painful thing about being in this marriage? So they actually, usually that's weird, because usually they don't want you to focus on the pain, but this one does. And what do you want? You want a stable, secure, predictable relationship. Do you have it in this marriage? That's what they want you to ask. Do you have someone who's stable, predictable, loving? They want you to ask these questions because they want this to be in your decision. Is this person, the way they are in their worst form, Nine of Swords, who you want to be with? They want you to answer that question. They're like, she's going to make the decision on this, not the cards. Is this who you really want to be with? And why? Ask why. So that's, wow, they're being a little tough on you, Julie. I'm sorry about that, but they want you to really get this message. Mickey Bailey, I think you missed me. No, I did a huge reading on you, Mickey. On Aaron. I did, you'll have to go back and listen to it, because I can't remember what I said. Go back and rewatch this, because you are on there. And I can put the time stamp on it later if you want me to. Oh, you got the date of birth. A 1231 is a 4, a 4-7, and a 1-3. Can a 4-7 and a 1-3? Yeah, I like those numbers. Your core is 4 and his core is 1. Those are good numbers. Fours can get along with a lot of people because they like stability and security. And the 1, I'm so glad he's got 2 2s in there. He's got the 2 and the 28, because the 1 is a strong, I want things my way. But the fact that he's got 2 2s in there calms that down a little and makes relationships good. So I really like those numbers. Oh my God, Lynn Palmer, are you kidding me? $10? Thank you, Lynn. Oh my gosh. Could we get a crystal skull message for the group? Yes. Yes, we can. Let me grab my crystal skull. I'll grab a different one. I'll grab my 15-pound one. I know you're not supposed to leave the camera, but whatever. All right. A crystal skull message. This is a 15-pounder. Oh, for those of you who don't know about crystal skulls, I've been working with crystal skulls for about, oh my God, this is huge. This is gorgeous. What are crystal skulls? They're just amazing. Very quickly, I don't like talking about myself all the time, but I don't know if it's been 10 years ago, 11 years, 12 years ago, I got into crystal skulls because one came to me telepathically. And it wasn't even here. I didn't want it to come. I'm like, no, I don't do skulls. But it took 2 months and it finally convinced me to come. So basically, short story is I had a gallstone. Is that what it is? And it blocked my duct. And I went in for an MRI and I had to do surgery. So this crystal skull that came to me was huge. It was a 12-pounder. This is 15 pounds. And it said, well, I'm going to heal that so you don't have to have surgery. And I'm like, right. And I went in, they did an MRI, and it was gone. And they're like, okay. And they looked at the other one, it was there, and it was gone. They're like, this is weird. So that's been that many years ago, and it healed my gallbladder. I've never had a problem with my gallbladder since. So that convinced me to pay attention to crystal skulls, because I would never have paid attention to them had I not had a physical healing myself and gotten the proof. So what I started to do is I kept it quiet. I didn't want anybody to know I was talking to rocks, because that would be weird. Like, I'm talking to cartoons on paper, right? I'm reading that, but then somehow going to talking rock, that would be weird. That's just so stupid. I don't even understand why I was thinking like that. I'll read you paper cartoons, but I don't talk to rocks. So anyway, these rocks started talking to me, and I found out these amazing things they can do. They're very powerful. I got to put this down. This thing is heavy. So the message from the crystal skulls, I'm so glad that Lynn brought that up, because crystal skulls have some very powerful messages that they can bring. So I'm going to ask the crystal skull what message this group tonight needs to know. Okay, yes, it is a quartz. Yeah, it is a quartz skull. It's gorgeous. It has rainbows. It's just beautiful, beyond magnificent. So here's the message that the crystal skull, I'm going to switch over to my other camera so I can see where I'm holding this. The message from this crystal skull is tonight is that it's about power. And how do you use power? The crystal skull wants you to ask, how is it that you use power? Do you try to gain more power in your life? Does power piss you off? He said, because right now in what's going on in the world is a test of power. How do you handle power? How do you like others to use power around you? And so the crystal skull wants you to think, do you feel powerful in your life? What makes you feel powerless? Because this is a time where we're being tested on the realm of power. And he said this applies to every person on the planet. This isn't just United States or just one other country. This is you. Every single person right now is the energy of power. So the skull is telling you, you can channel power in a negative way or you can channel power in a positive way. You can react to abuse of power in a negative way, or you can react to abuse of power in a positive way. And he wants you to say, what are you doing? How are you channeling your reaction to power and how you obtain and feel power? And he said, power in itself is neither good nor bad. There's nothing good or bad about power. It simply is power. It's what you do and how you channel it that makes it work for you or makes it work against you. So, and talk about power. It takes a lot of power just to hold that thing up for that long. I'm like, please don't be long-winded because my hand is getting tired and shaking and all that ugly stuff when you don't work out. Jules, thank you for the super chat. Would getting my daughter, Lexi, a crystal ball help guide her with the visions she sees? Oh my God, and I just found like a crystal ball. Well, this is, I don't know if this is citrine or what this is, but this thing is beautiful. It's I don't know what it is. It's some kind of quartz, but I don't know what it is. Maybe citrine. So let's ask the cards if getting your, thank you to the crystal skull for that. So let's ask if, getting a crystal ball for your daughter would help her guide the visions that she sees. Getting a crystal ball help Jules' daughter getting the visions. Look at this. So she kind of has fear, and when she sees things, she's a little fearful about what she's going to see because that's the covering. So make sure she doesn't have any fears about crystal balls. Is a crystal ball the best thing to help her? Okay, so this is interesting because this is about powerful insights coming in through the crown chakra. So, number one, I would have to know that she wouldn't have any fear around working with crystals. Because these are two fear-based cards. So I would have to make sure that she didn't have a fear. So what about a raw crystal? Do I have one here? Yeah. This is some kind of a really rare, I should find out what this is actually. This is rare. This is just the cut side, but it looks just like a stone. But this is quartz, and it's very rare. It has a pink hue. Let me see if something like this, would something in the raw like this, a stone that's a crystal, but more in the raw form, would that assist her? There you go. Get her something that's more natural. A crystal ball. I know what you're thinking of, like gazing into the crystal ball and seeing visions, but I'm getting that actually just a regular point oh my God, I got to show this to you. I got to run to the other room. Just a second. Oh, was that a cat eye? Oh, wow. It's really cool. Okay, let me go get something. I have had this point for years and years, and it gives me visions. I mean, I don't see visions, but this will give me visions inside of it. And I'm going to ask if your daughter would, not that you have to buy something this big, but do you see anything in there? Like, if I turn this around, is it giving you visions? It's so cool. It's a big chunk of citrine. And it could be used as a scrying, like for scrying. So isn't this huge? Look at this, bigger than my head. Isn't this cool? Really super heavy. I've had that thing for years. I'm actually going to lay it down. So I'm going to ask if a crystal point or citrine or rose quartz, would this be good for her visions? Yes. And he's pointing up. I think a crystal point would be good too. I would find out whatever she's drawn to. I would take her to a crystal store and that could be dangerous. Because like I would buy everything. I'd be like, oh, you want to buy that? You want to buy that? So don't try to be influential like that. Like, oh, look at that. I would let the child pick it out, because then I think it'll be the right one. That's really cool that she's getting visions. I would encourage that. All right, I got to scroll back up. What's in the yellow? Oh, okay, there you go. Who have I missed on here? Sailor Mouth is going around the world. Yeah, it is, kind of, unfortunately. Amanda wants to know Johnny's feelings for her. What are Johnny's feelings for Amanda? You know, he's... the Seven of Wands means there's some challenges there's some challenges. So maybe he sees that you've got a lot on your plate right now. But he does see you as a very strong and a very strong and determined woman, like very, very intelligent. He sees you as very intelligent, but I'm not getting a touchy-feely card. Here's a strength card again. So far, I think his feelings are guarded. Like he's guarding his feelings. He sees you as strong. I think he's still in the evaluation stage for you. But he definitely sees you as strong, intelligent, beautiful. It's just I don't get any feeling things yet. So just work through the relationship, and I think that you'll start to get a sign on what his feelings are for you. A longtime acquaintance passed last weekend. Oh, that's sad, Annie. Heidi Phillips I'm so sorry that you lost somebody like that. So let's find out what Annie thinks. Okay, Annie, what message do you have for Heidi? Oh my God, she's glad see the houses in the back were her physical body. That's how I interpret this. And she walked out of her physical body, and she's actually happy to be out of that physical body right now. She is a shining light in your life, and she's still going to be a shining light in your life. That's not changing. There's all these tarot cards flying around, so she's thrilled. She's thrilled. Her hair finally looks good. I don't know why she's saying that. Her hair looks good. And there was lights on for memorial, or lights, candles, something memorial. She was at like a celebration or some celebration she attended, and she's just really admiring the people that were close to her. Look at this. She's like the guardian angel to a lot of people. And she was met by an angel. And she's also knew somebody over that passed. It feels like she knew somebody that passed away a long time ago, and they greeted her. So she didn't pass away by herself and went over there by herself. There was somebody else there that met her. But she's like, I fought a battle. She fought a battle. She doesn't, did she die of cancer or a car wreck? Because she's in a car. But I don't know that I feel that she was a car wreck. But she's like, but she talks about a battle, and she doesn't like the people to think that you lose battles when you go home. This is a statement she's saying. You don't lose a battle to anything. Anytime that you can go home to the spirit world, you've won. Except suicide, that's bad. But when people pass away, they're going home. So it's just like here is a vacation, and when you're tired of the vacation, you go home. Well, sometimes you're tired, but you think you want to stay here, but when you get home, you're always happy to be home. So sometimes circumstances happen and we can't stay here, but it's always a good thing to go home. It's never a bad thing. It's never a bad thing to go home. That's her message. And she's going to be a bright, shining light in your life. Oh, you're writing a book and you were best friends with Buddy. That's awesome. I'm in South Africa and it's winter solstice. Oh, I didn't know that. So you're on the other side of the equator, so you're having winter solstice. All right. What does Kelvin have to do for winter solstice? Okay. Sorry about that. What does Kelvin have to do for winter solstice? When you get bitch slapped by your cards, it's like, Melanie, other side of the world. Things are different than your side of the world. I just got bitch slapped by my cards. So even though it's hot, you have winter. That's what this card is saying. Even though it can be hot and you can still have winter solstice. This is a time of new opportunities. Crystal energy. Do you have crystals? I would have crystals out because there's a crystal on the top of the wand. Spiritual rituals. A spiritual ritual. Something with a wand. I don't know if you have a magic wand or a wand or something with a wand. And water element. Water element and and an unusual hat. I don't know, do you wear an unusual hat? It just feels like putting on a new hat and getting ready for something new spiritually to happen. So that's your winter solstice. Thank you for educating me on that because I didn't realize that. Australia, not Antarctica. Okay. My husband's name is Dwayne, but I called him Wayne. Oh, heart attack. Okay. And she was homeless. Okay. So maybe that was the battle that she was showing, that because she battled homelessness, and that's interesting, Heidi. So my husband's name is Dwayne, but I called him Wayne. Okay. Wayne, what message do you have for Sean? Wayne. Oh my gosh, this was a huge loss. The three of swords was a huge loss in your life, and this person can feel the suffering and the pain and all the things that have to be done now that this person's gone. He said that you're the most beautiful woman on the planet, literally. Like, you are the most beautiful woman on the planet. But he also feels that you don't have to be alone. Like, like this person's giving you a blessing that you don't have to be alone the rest of your life. And then this is the Ace of Swords. He can mess with electricity. See the electricity here? So you might have the lights blink or something happen where electrical. So he's able to send messages that way, like the blink of a light or something with electrical. And here he is. You were the shining star. Wow. Wayne puts you way up. And now when you look at the stars, he is the star. So he's the star looking down at you, and you were his shining star. So there's a lot of love. He really has you up on a pedestal. He just can't say enough to me about all the things that you did and how wonderful you were. You were a really beautiful person inside out. He has a lot of kindness to say about you. I mean, it's like he could talk about you all night long. Her hair was always very short and not how she really wanted it. She was a constant presence on the street I work. I knew her for 15 years. Wow, Heidi, that's really interesting. She's in a good place right now, for sure. She's in a good place right now. So I've got time for like one more. Shamika, can I have a relationship reading? Oh, thank you for the super chat, Shamika. Yes, you can. Shamika, what does she have to know about having a relationship or a relationship she's in? So this is the card about seeking to see a relationship from a higher perspective, like shining the light on what you want, how you want it to work. The Hermit can be a little bit of a lonely card, but here comes King of Cups. And this is someone who loves animals, loves water. This is somebody that loves the water, very kind, very family person. And I'm also getting the fact that not to be drawn to people that might drink too much. I'm just getting a little bit of a warning there. But this is the Ace of Cups. Love is coming to you very soon. And if it is with, why do I get duality feeling? Duality. Oh, duality. This could be somebody that doesn't even have anything in common with you, and it could be the greatest love of all. You'll be like, well, how can you have love and have nothing in common? My husband and I do it. We don't have anything in common, and we have the greatest love on the planet. And we've been together 15 years now, never had a fight. So I feel like this is, I'm feeling duality from this. Like this person might not have anything in common with you, and yet don't shut that person out. You can have the greatest love ever, even with someone who doesn't have anything in common with you. That you can have the greatest love on that. Horizontal sidereal, if I'm pronouncing that right. Should I start a new business with a new account with a new name? That's my universal weight deck. Should sidereal, horizontal, start a new business with a new account and a new name? We had to talk about the business and what went wrong. Because this is like the last business was a battle. It's a battle. It was a fight. They're fighting on the bed, and it was like I get a painful ending on it, or painful, something's painful about it. So let me just pull a couple more cards horizontal. Yeah, something like, did someone steal from you, or something was taken away from you? I don't feel good about these two cards at all. Is right, you read, I'm fine. Okay. Let me just ask about the new business, because this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard for you to start over and start up. I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is the card about burdens. And let's see, new name, new account. They're just like ponder on this a little bit. She's like focused on what she wants to do and what changes and things like that. So I'm going to say pause a little bit on that. Oh, they didn't pay. Yeah. I'm just getting to just pause, figure out what happened in this other one. And let me just see if this is the right business for you. Yeah, you're a business person by nature. You're very good at being in business. This is the Page of Wands. You've got a lot of great ideas, a lot of really good ideas, and good ways to practice. So this was like out of your control, all right? This was out of your control. And so you do have success coming. It's just about the timing. So you are going to be successful, but just, get everything organized. Don't just jump into this, but get everything organized. And yes, your next business, you will be successful. You're going to do things a little differently than how you did them in the past, but you are definitely, gonna make it in the business world. You're very gifted that way. All right, you guys. Okay, so I have to go for the night because it's dark here and I have got some chores to do. So I want to thank you. You guys, I'm going to be putting videos out. I haven't had time, but I'm taking vacation tomorrow, and over the weekend I will be putting some new videos out. So stay tuned to the channel. Thank you guys for all the likes, and thank you for all the great questions, and have a very safe and happy weekend. I am so glad that each and every one of you are on my channel. I cannot thank you enough. It's a blessing to be with you.